and there's all kinds of speculations about why Trump wants to invade. But I think we've kind of got um, we've kind of got the what's going on. I don't think we've missed any of that so far.
Okay.
So I mean, you feel like you need to add anything to that, or
No,
is that
I think you took me down you guided me properly to get
okay?
the
Let's go
information.
with why. So we'll come back in 3, 2, 1. Hi, we're back. It's Just Ask the Question. I am your host, Brian Karam. With me is former Lieutenant Colonel in the American military, for those who are outside of the United States, Ali Omur, who was stationed in Denmark, knows a great deal about Greenland, wrote a paper about it, and I've read your paper and your notes. And I would only say, as an editor, I would have edited a few things, but it was a really good paper. It was very involved and very informational, and I appreciate it, Holly. It was really nicely done. The editor and me always want to get you on a comma, but I'm not going to go after that. So
It was my first paper, so
well, it was well done. So here we go. I'm going to read just. This is the New York Times. Greenland would be the largest U.S. land grab if Trump got his way. USA Today, U.S. officials say Greenland action could come within weeks or months. And we've got a picture of J.D. Vance pointing out at the landscape. Donald Trump says he wants ownership of Greenland. This is out of People and this was what was said in the White House briefing room by the presidential press secretary, Caroline Leavitt, who said it's the act of control. We need more control over what's going on. That's why we need to own it. There has been a bill introduced. I can't believe this bill introduced to make Greenland the 51st state. I guess Canada is breathing a sigh of relief at this point. Uh, and then Al Jazeera has their own why Greenland and Europe might have to offer Trump concessions. The BBC says talks about why does Trump want Greenland, and there's all kinds of speculations about rare earths, etc. But you have presented a couple of pieces that involve Praxis and Peter Thiel, and I don't mean Praxis for science fiction fans, the fictional moon that surrounded the Klingon Empire and blew up. This is actually a company. Maybe it's named after the science fiction movie. That I don't know. But there's all these questions. Why is Greenland so important? And I understand its need for national security. But here's the thing I was taught in college, for those who spent time there. One of the first things I was taught in political science is why would you take over a country and have to pay its bills and pave its potholes and put the kids in the schools and pay for all the stuff that you have to pay for, all the inner workings of a country, when you can affect their international relations and get what you want from that country? So why would we invade Greenland? What is the freaking point of wanting to own it and control it? And as I said, you presented a couple of things, and I'm not conspiratorial minded myself. And when I talk about this, suddenly I feel like I'm doing an episode of the Y-Files, and I'm not going to, go down. I'm not going to be the vapor trail guy or the aliens have landed in my soup guy. But these are actual companies, and these are actual online websites that talk about it.